if you've priced the cost of lumber lately, you know that it's just entirely too expensive. The Woodland Mills sawmill is really giving us the ability for, it's paying for itself. So if you remember a couple of videos back, we did the winterizing the chicken coop. It didn't quite go as planned, and we knew we needed solid wood. I'll put a link to that video right up one of these areas, and you'll see what we're talking about, how the plywood just bows. We had a neighbor who had a bunch of white pines fall in some storms that we had. Another neighbor who was kind enough to bring all those logs over to us. We're gonna get those milled up. Some of them we're gonna put to dry, but a couple of those slats we're gonna use to fix our chicken coop. Today Jeff is going to mill up one of these white pine logs. He's so excited. He loves this sawmill so much.
How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's doing great. Everybody's having a good day. Yeah, I've been so busy doing other stuff. I haven't been able to get out here. Actually, not play with it today. Actually cut exactly what I'm needing. So cross your fingers so that I can hopefully do it the right way. I think I need to get a chainsaw and cut a couple knots off. That was pretty nice. Haven't even started it up, been quite a while, and first pull, started right up. Love that Kohler engine, man. Oh, I gotta say, this is just super pretty. Where all the, limbs are coming off of the tree. Of course, you don't want that in your wood anyway. The knots. But wow, I mean, it is so pretty with all this. I'm hoping to get my assistant to come over here, maybe with the camera. I mean, yeah, they're knots, but look how pretty that is. All the way down that wood. Wow. It is just so neat to open up a Christmas present like this. It is just so awesome. Just awesome. But I mean, just see how nature and God just works together, in creating such beauty. I mean, like I said, knots are not your favorite friend, but I mean, just look at that. Ooh. All right, gotta get back to it.
the water flow from the throttle just a bit. Maybe it gets clogged up from sap or from sawdust, or it just needs to be readjusted due to the vibration. So that's what you saw Jeff doing just now, but it's not a big deal. We still love that the water comes on when you hit that throttle. One of the best features of this mill.
Well, I've noticed this twice, and I know there's like a guide you can get that extends off to, you know, keep your, so the blade's not such a wide gap to where it has flexibility to move with the wood. But it happened earlier. I don't know if you noticed it on the camera, but like right here, you can see that last cut I made before this one, that it dipped down around this knot, this hard spot, and curved the blade down, because you can see that this is pretty good here, but see how it just bends up where it's real thin there? So I don't know if that's something I maybe should really look into. I'm going pretty slow, so if there's another trick or tip besides getting the little slider bar that keeps your blade just the distance of the log, probably something I need to invest in. It'd probably be a good idea to do. But just to let you know, that's what it can do from time to time. Fun for me. Don't know about you. A lot of fun for me. Got a lot of nice pieces out of it. I ended up started doing those little thin strips for trim work or anything like that. I made about 3/4 of an inch thick. These are the boards that I want to try to do for the redoing the winterizing the chicken coop. If you didn't happen to catch that video, you saw how much of an epic fail it was. With the plywood. Now I'm pretty sure if I put this up wet like I'm thinking about, just to see what it will turn out to be. So it's going to be more like a experiment to see how the screws will, if they come loose, or if the wood starts to crack real bad, or if it shrinks real bad. And that way we can both see it together, so that you'll know that, oh, that's why it probably needs to dry, or if it really doesn't matter too much on what you're doing, I guess. I'm pretty sure it'll be a fail to put it up wet, but
or depending on the project.
You know me, I like to teach y'all what not to do. More often than obviously that I'm teaching anything to do. But boy, look at those beautiful boards that came out. Oh, I think the chickens are going to be really happy to see this pretty wood.
I really don't think they care what the wood looks like.
Yes, they do. You know, chickens have feelings too. Chickens are people too.
Well, they're chickens. But we love them.
But they're good people. You don't hear chickens, you know, causing all kinds of problems. No. So, but yeah, I made these 1/2 inch, which is what the plywood that's on there is now. So we'll see what it is. And like I said, I made all these little strips for trim or batting strips, or I mean anything I can pretty much use. I just thought that these would probably be thinking ahead of useful things that I'd probably need. You know, little trim pieces and little strips of board. Yeah, I don't know about you, but if you don't have one of these things and you've got lots of trees, of course, like I said, we got really lucky with neighbor across the street was cutting down a bunch of stuff and gave us these. So
some of those fell.
So pretty good. But it's just, I don't know. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Just to be able to take a tree and turn it into workable material easily is just super fantastic to me. So, all right, let me try to get this all laid back out and see if we can make it look a little better and work a little easier on the chicken coop. Be back in a second.
This is number 2. She's in love with me. She always wants me to pick her up.
Okay, so from last video I didn't already have this board put up, but I put this board up. This is that back end where we keep the feed and stuff anyway, so I was thinking it just needs to be closed in anyway, just in case of any chances of rain and things come through. But this came out, I mean, I can kind of see a little bit of a bowing, but that could just be because of where I've got I just kind of threw this up real quick. To put the hinges on, like I was talking about probably needing 3. I probably need to put 1 here in the middle and scoot these 2 over a little bit, and the same with the top, because of it curving in a little bit, but it curves in way less than the plywood.
And it is still green, so,
yeah.
Or wet. It hasn't dried, and we know that it's inevitable. We're going to get some shrinkage and some warping, but wintertime is not going to wait for us to do this. I know you don't have to winterize your chicken coop, but we have a huge airflow, so we needed to close them off a little.
So, hangs down during the summer, but we figured this is just way too much airflow for it to really come through. So, closing it off a little bit, that way they can keep their own chicken body heat in there a little better. But it is working a lot smoother. I call that a win. But I mean, I don't have anything, but it's just actually holding up there on its own, leaning it back up against. So we'll see, or hopefully if you stay tuned, y'all will see too, on after this wet wood dries, what it turns out looking like. Hopefully it doesn't curve up too bad or anything like that is what we're hoping for. So
Thank y'all for joining us today and seeing us fix our previous boo-boo. And again, like Jeff said, we will keep you updated and let you know what the end result looks like probably by mid-spring.
So y'all have a good one. Can't wait to see y'all again. Y'all be careful.
It's gonna work out good, yeah.